All right, it's time to take a look at some trouble questions from number 71 through 80. There were definitely two questions that stuck out here that you seem to have some issues with. The first is 74 and the second is 75. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at number 74 first. This is actually a confusing question. It took me a little time to think about it. I'm going to introduce this question by giving you maybe a more simple example. If I told you that the solutions to a quadratic equation were x equals 2 and negative 3. Last year in Algebra 2, we spent some time taking solutions and then working backwards to find their factors. The factor that would give you that would be x minus 2, and the factor that would give you that as an answer would be x plus 3. So based on our solutions, we need to come up with our factors. We're going to do that exact same thing here. If these are our solutions, we need to write the factors. So what factor would give me a solution of 6a? The factor would be x minus 6a. What factor would give me a solution of negative 3b? That would be x plus 3b. Because when you plug these values in, if you plug 6a into here now, that would make it 0. And if you plug negative 3b into here now, that would also make it 0. So continuing with this, again, this stuff up here that I'm circling, that was just to kind of give you a different example to show you that once you get the solutions, we have to be able to come up with the factors. So starting with this right here, this would be our quadratic equation. And to expand it or to get it into a matching form, we need to do some foiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take x times x, outsides, x squared. X times 3b, that's plus 3bx. Negative 6a times x is minus 6ax, and negative 6a times positive 3b is minus 18b. So this is really the answer to this problem. The only thing they did different here is they looked and they said, okay, these two middle terms both have x involved. So they took out a 3b minus 6a, and they're multiplying that by x, and we still have minus 18ab over there, and we have x squared plus 3b minus 6ax minus 18b. That correct answer would be J. All right, another question involving a circle, number 75. Also seem to be some problems on this. Remember, in one of the earlier slides or earlier practice questions, we talked about the general equation for a circle. The equation is going to be x minus h squared plus, parenthesis, y minus k squared equals r squared. Now, really, these values of h and k could be positive or negative. It's just depending on our shift. So this value right here is going to be your shift left or right. And this value inside here is going to be the shift for the center of your circle up or down. And r is obviously your radius. Whatever the radius is, squared would be the value that goes in here. So if your radius was 10, you would actually see 100 in this part of the equation. If the radius was 7, you would take 7 squared, so you would see 49 over here. So in this case, we have to take a look at this. This circle from the origin has been shifted to the right, 3, that would be the halfway point, and up 3, that would be the halfway point as well. So we have to shift to the right and up. Just like normal translations, anytime the translation is inside parentheses, it's backwards to what you might think. So the minus 3 actually goes to the right, and the minus 3 inside actually goes up. And the radius, in this case, if you looked at the radius of this circle would be 3, and 3 squared is 9. So this equation right here matches our general form. We have x minus 3 squared, that's your shift to the right, plus y minus 3 squared, that's your shift up, equals your radius, which is 3 squared, so we get 9. So answer is A for that one.